this Rosmah Mansor, political mentor of Malaysia's Prime Minister steady lah. Tidak boleh juga boleh.
This is a Singlish channel. Hey, hello friend. Can you kindly press the subscribe button and also the like button? Thank you very much. And happy watching.
Wow. Rosmah has a Master of Science in Sociology and Agriculture. Wow, wallah. Very good. Wow, this is Rosmah, second marriage to Najib Oh, this is the second wife Yeah, I didn't know that. Wow, Rosmah was a very active Prime Minister wife He supported a lot of causes very good. Cannot also can.
Hi. Can I advise you something?
Yeah, hang on. Okay, anything?
Rosmah Mansor dominated her husband Najib Abdul Razak and had control over the former Prime Minister. This was the ruling delivered by the High Court in Kuala Lumpur on Thursday. In his 116-page judgment, Judge Muhammad Zaini Mazlan said it was clear from the infamous "Can I advise you something" audio recording that the accused gave instructions to Najib on government affairs. The judge was referring to the audio clip between Najib and Rosmah that was released by the MACC previously.
Does he know what he's talking about or not?
Good idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I don't like this. That if you are the Prime Minister, you should take in charge, not anybody else, okay?
Yeah,
And
I
then you
understand.
have got goons around you to advise you. Because I said, I told Jalan, kalau you nak tolong, kenapa you tak tolong last week? When the moment the thing happens like that, you should have come and question that thing, how can I help? I went after one week, I said, you now start telling me.
The judge said no fewer than 3 witnesses, namely Rizal Mansor, the former aide of Rosmah, former Education Minister Mazir Khalid, and the ministry's then Secretary General Madinah Muhammad, have positively identified the voices in the recording as those of Najib and Rosmah. The judge said the accused's tone was commanding and contrary to her contention that she heeded Najib's prohibition on not meddling in government affairs. The judge added that Rosmah had no business interfering in Najib's duties or the government's affairs, but she did. He further added that Rizal was telling the truth when he said the accused has an overbearing nature and was able to influence decisions in the civil service, as he was working with her for many years and would have been able to witness this personally. Muhammad Zaini further said Rosmah's defense that she never interfered in any government project was hearsay, as Najib did not testify in court. Yesterday, Rosmah was convicted over 3 graft charges linked to the solar hybrid project. The Kuala Lumpur High Court then sentenced her to 10 years in jail and a 970 million ringgit fine, with an additional 30 years imprisonment if she fails to pay the fine.
Madam First Lady, thank you very much for joining us on World Business.
Welcome, thank you.
You have gathered here more than a dozen First Ladies from all around the world here in Malaysia for the First Ladies Summit. What are the objectives of this summit? What are your goals?
I feel that each country will have their own peculiar problems, depending on the continent, which part of the world you come from. Some countries may be suffering from malnutrition of the children, diseases that the children are facing, birth rates, death rates, and other social problems. And we will find a common problem probably which are faced by all the countries or by the First Ladies in their respective countries. Probably that would be our priority, and later on we will talk about problems peculiar to each country, depending on the seriousness of the problems in their own respective countries.
You've made assisting and fostering gifted and talented children one of your top priorities. Can you talk a little bit about some of these initiatives?
Our gifted children are really our important asset. You cannot sort of detect a gifted child unless you have exams. I took a quick trip to John Hopkins University. Always got a department, a center for talented youth. So, they gave me all the briefings and they said what are the programs that they have, how do they do it, who are the children, how do they conduct the exams. And I worked together with our national university. So they formulated a program. We started at first with summer camps. So we did that. They help us a lot. We form a joint venture, and then they say, "Oh, it got the university says it's going to cost us 3 million." I said, "No, go ahead. It's worth it. Investing in these gifted children." Then I thought, "Hey, why don't we have a gifted school?" And we managed to get about 60 million ringgit. So we have built a gifted school that should start early next year.
But you also work with musically talented children, correct? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
After I've gone through that, I said, hey, we also have got talented children in music, in dancing. I said, why waste them? At least if we have got programs like this, there's somewhere for them to go to develop their talents. So we formed this a program for talented children for music, dancing, and also singing. So we've got a choir now. We have got an orchestra.
Girls in particular, though, are being marginalized in some Muslim countries. What are you doing to address that here at the summit?
In Malaysia, we don't have problems like that. Girls are encouraged to go to school. They are encouraged to further their education. In fact, in our universities, most of our universities, there are more girls than boys. It may be a problem in other Muslim countries where they were more strict about their girls. But I find that they're beginning to come out. When I visited the Middle East, I spoke to the ladies there. I can see that there are more and more women coming out, doing business, going to universities. I can see that it's a changing phenomena. It's a changing scenery. The ladies are coming out. But what is interesting is that they said, we want to be modernized. We do not want to be westernized.
What is the role of the First Lady in the 21st century? How effective can they be?
I think the role of First Ladies are changing now. Maybe 10, 15 years ago, the First Lady is only supposed to stand beside the husband, or even 3 steps behind the husband. But as women are getting more and more educated, that role is not relevant anymore. Why don't we give a little bit back to the society? If you can give more, it's so much the better. And to me, that's also what Islam teaches us to do. If you are able and capable, you are supposed to help those who need your help.
One last question. What is next? How will you develop the outcomes of this summit?
We cannot solve all the problems at one time, but let's prioritize. What are the important ones? So that's what we want to do. And we also would like to have this declaration. Let's hand it over to the United Nations, so that the United Nations is also aware that these problems really exist. And because this is based on our discussion, our summit. It is not something that we imagine.
Hello! Hey, we come to the end already there. Have you pressed the button yet? Subscribe lah. Okay, thank you. Subscribe. And also press the button like. Yeah, very good. Thank you. And then have a nice day.